And welcome back, people. We're on another episode of Sky Factory 2.5. We've just had a few things go wrong at the start of this video. Don't know what's happened to my game, but it seemed to have destroyed my personal inventory. The game world doesn't seem to be affected that much, and everything that I had stored in storage and external seems to work fine. And it's just recrafting things. I recrafted my armor. Just got to recraft weapons, because what we're going to do this episode was bring forth the dragon a few times, because we left our mob spawner working. We made something called I think it's called Joe, a killer Joe, and we had to get a soul, which is just one of those, right clicked and you get that. You make that, and again just puts it all together, and you can put any weapon on that, and we put a Zavicio sword with Reaper 3 on it, which reminds me I'm going to have to change that back over. And then all this does is automatically kill them, and we get the mob souls if we're lucky. We had this working so much better, and it's just run out of the skulls for the moment, to be honest. We added a melon farm because we've got a new food, or rather I did, until everything decided to disappear, but it shouldn't take too much to get it back. We moved a bit of the mana spreader because we've got this a bit further out, and that's just feeding that constant mana, so if we wanted to automate it, it's not going to be difficult to do. Let's see, no, just one change here. We put a fluid transposer in there that it's to make bottles of water, because we need that for salt. We've got a lot more never stars, so I'll show you the food that we're going to be using as a primary now. Here we go. This delighted meal, full hunger, pretty much full saturation, so 100 of those working. It's going to tell me what we're missing. And it should know how to make all of those, so I don't know what's going on here. Apparently not. Oh. That's just annoying. There we go. Oh yes, I had it in the inventory as I was starting it. There we go. Hate losing half the inventory. It really does set you back a bit. So let's see, that should be everything we need for it. There we go. And all these ingredients to make this one thing. So we started off, all it's doing is transforming things into what we need, like before, and this is going to give us our food. So whilst we're waiting for that, and you know what else I've realised? We've lost all our heart canisters. Gotta admit, I'm not exactly happy about this. So yeah, again people, sorry you're having to watch me do a few things over, but I have no idea. Just logged in and it decided to do this, so a bit of a backtrack, but what we're going to do this episode is we're going to resurrect the dragon a couple of times, get the heart, and do this ritual 4 times, so we get 4 lots of 4 of the awakened draconian ingots. So this close, so let's have a look. Yep, that'll do for now. Now I'm just curious what I'm going to do for a weapon, because we've lost all of what we had, and you, we need another one of you. So So we're going to have a bit of a cut here, and I'll come back when I've got all my tools again. Okay. So see you in a second, people. And welcome back, people. Sorry about the time there, but yeah, I think this is the best that we're going to get out of our tools for this time. So what we're going to do is show you how to make the resurrection core, and then we're going to head off into the end with a golden bag of holding, just to make sure we don't lose anything. There we go. Then, so we want is draconic. I want a few of you. And that's literally how you make them. So I think I'm doing it 4 times. We'll see. But if we end up doing it all, I'll make sure we have it in the video. I'm going to record it, but I think I'm going to do it a bit faster as well. So what we also did was set this to have an instant portal to where we want to go. And I set this up prior to this, so it should look alright. Yep, and this is how you need to set up the ritual. These need to be fully charged draconian blocks, nether quartz pillars, and blocks of diamonds. And then that little pattern there for the obsidian glowstone. And you just get 1 of the resurrection stones. Put it in the center there. And make sure you're ready. Because this is going to bring him back, so we'll see what he's like. But he's going to be stronger. And here comes the ritual part of it, look at that. Takes all the energy that we've given it. Cost of the diamonds, and bring back the dragon, but with a little bonus for him. And here he is. as you can see, it looks slightly different. It's a bit faster. But still hitting pretty hard. All these do come back. You gotta spend the time getting rid of all these again. But it is faster than that. So I'm gonna keep recording this, but it may end up being faster. So hope you enjoy this video. Okay, and welcome back people. Well, what we're going to do now is we're quite literally going to set that up again and kill him again. So I'll see you all in a second. Okay, and welcome back, and now we're around for resurrection number 2, round 3 with the dragon. And so yeah, we're gonna kill this thing a few times, so hopefully you get to see each time. And hopefully nothing goes wrong with the screen or the recording. I have to admit, the ritual does look pretty bloody cool. So, I'll see you guys after I've killed it. Once again, blind, I was blinded, and I don't see. Once again. And okay, people, welcome back. That was dragon number 2. Still think this thing gets a bit tougher sometimes. Sometimes maybe a bit too much. But yeah, to do what we want to do with these hearts. And I'm just going to show you how I built it all together by hand this time. Without falling off. So, here we go. You get the pillars. We go from the centre, the third one out, 1 block. Then count 2, and then 3 across 2 blocks. The same on the other side. Then you duplicate that all around. So, center. Yep. That's quite lucky. That one just as lucky. Quite possible. Diamond. Right. So once you've got that sorted, you need to start placing the expensive parts, which is in each side a block of diamond, on the 1 blocks, and then on the 2 blocks, charged draconic. Okay. Now I'll start this off and we can come back, okay? Let's see what's up. So, last but definitely not least, last dragon for this episode. Each one of these dragons drops one of these the dragon eggs. This is how we can count how many dragons were killed. It's the first one and how many this episode so far. This is going to be 5 in total this episode. And after this, we're going to go on to making things like this. And this, and then this armor. Because that should be enough then. Welcome back, people. Well, we got it. We got the final heart set. I'm going to go back into the overworld, kill the Enderman, and show you what we were doing. Okay, so I'll see you in a second. And welcome back, people. Here we go. What we've got in this chest is 5 hearts in total. So, let's see. We've got enough for another one. So, yeah. Let's set up more. Because we got some draconium still. And we just need 16 of that. Which is all it's doing. And while that's doing that, I can show you. Because it's connected directly up to this tesseract. Works really quickly. Just drains a lot of power. So there's 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and each one of these need a dragon heart. And each one needs a piece of TNT. And every 4 of these need 16. So it just needs some TNT and the draconic cores. I'm glad we got the auto system working, because it saves running around and doing it, because this is crafting one. There we go, and then no. How about you? Right. So okay. So I'm going to put it in a similar place that we had last time, just above the base. And there should be plenty. So now we do is go down. It should absorb. There we go. And I'm going to speed through this each time now, just to make sure everyone remembers what we're doing. It's just changing these charged draconium blocks into awakened, which is the material we need for all the advanced draconium stuff. And the ritual for it is just this. Okay, so I'll speed through this and see you all after. Okay, and welcome back, people. Here we go. Now, all of those have turned into blocks of awakened draconium, with each block being 9. So, let's see what we need. Because by the end of this episode, I wanted to get the armor. So upgrading all of you. But to do that, we need to get plenty of you. So we need, let's see, so we're going to need roughly about a stack of it. So I'll come back after I've got all the materials, okay? See you in a sec. Okay, welcome back, people. Well, that took a bit of a rotation, logging on and off. So what we've got is a few of these. So to make you, we need some of you. 1, 2, 3, 4 for each of those. Pickaxe, sword, shovel, correct the bow. Yep. So after that, you need to make these, which is again quite a few bits, which is why I wanted to get ahead of draconium now. So we put the boots in, the helmet in, the leggings, and the chest piece. There we go, that's a full set of draconium. Yeah, so it's less for the actual tools. I'm not complaining. Okay, and then for the staff of power. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So way too much power. They each do 10 million RF for each one. Okay, now this is what it's going to look like on me. Yeah. So I'll show you on here. That's looking pretty awesome. So let's put it on. and we've got creative flight with it as well. Then we've also got this. So let's see what it looks like in F5 mode. Okay. There we go. That is awesome. But what this does is it gives us the power of a sword, pickaxe, shovel, all that lot, all in one. So I think we found our new armour. But what I'm going to do is create a second armour stand because that glitch really didn't help. And Nina had to do quite a few bits off screen and things like that. Just so... Really? I've got no iron. So yeah, this episode what we did, let's see, killed a lot of dragons. I think that's a good point. Made some of the strongest armour in the game, depending on what you're doing. And oh yeah, made that. It's too big to even fit on the thing. Okay, so put our magical crop stuff there, and draconic there. Put the staff there. Alright, and to close this off, we're going to go through here. And see, this is why I want to do the magical bits, because we keep going past it and we've just got nothing. So this is what we can tick off now. Oh, I didn't make you. Do we have time? Possibly. Yeah. Just because we can, and I think it can be put in the... Come on. Just give me enough for you. I think it can be put in the farming stations, so we'll have a look at that. Being honest, I'd be happy to say, oh, it's okay, you can lose this for now, the Zavisio armour, but I don't really want to lose the draconic armour after doing everything that we've done for it. And even the best bit of advantage that you can get with this is you go to an enchantment table. They can be enchanted like normal. So what we're going to do is with things like this, the enchanter, we're going to go for that one, soulbound. But even if I die, they come back to me. Repair, so it's just like that, and things like infinity when we make the bow, power, unbreaking, and fortune. I think efficiency and things like that. So we're going to go on the really heavy side of things. So yeah, I think this has been a pretty good episode. So many dragons died for this. So we finally have draconic power. We'll sign off the hoe. So deep in the Age of Dragons. So I will see what we can do next time. I think we're going into magic and things like that. So Summer 01, I'll see you next time.